Kabul, 1915. Amir Habibullah Khan sits intrigued as emissaries from Berlin step forward. A group of Indian revolutionaries and German diplomats. This group has brought letters from the German Kaiser and the Khalifa of Ottoman Empire. Their offer is breathtaking: gold, guns and glories of jihad. If only Amir Habibullah dares to unleash war on Britain. In the shadows, spies whisper, courtiers plot, and the Afghan tribes are ready for an uprising. One decision by Amir Habibullah could start an attack on British India, and revolutionaries from Bengal, Punjab and the United Province will join the call against the British. Will Habibullah strike the match, or let the greatest conspiracy of World War I vanish into thin smoke? This is the untold thriller of India from World War I. Inside the Bagh-e-Babur palace, Amir Habibullah sits on a carved wooden throne. He is a man of contradictions, a lover of modern inventions, yet cautious to a fault. He listens intently to the plan of jihad against the British, but Habibullah is unmoved. He doesn't take sides. He keeps Afghanistan staunchly neutral in this storm of war. Inside the royal court, intrigue runs high. Habibullah's younger brother Nasrullah Khan is openly pro-German. He urges the Amir to strike when Britain is distracted. Now is the moment, he insists. Take back Peshawar, rally the Afghan tribes, the Germans and the Ottomans will give us arms and gold. Peshawar was captured by Raja Ranjit Singh and made a part of the Sikh Empire. Many mullahs, inspired by the Ottoman Khalifa's call for jihad, echo his voice. But other courtiers warn of doom. Your Majesty, Germany may win or lose, but Britain is already at our gate. They pay our subsidy, they arm our regiments. To betray them is to invite ruin. To put this in context, the British subsidy is around 40% of Afghanistan's state revenue of that time and is critical for the continuity of the throne. The palace becomes a house divided, half dreaming of conquest, half fearing destruction. December 1915. Indian revolutionaries escalate the situation. They proclaim the Provisional Government of Free India in Kabul. Mahendra Pratap is named the president. Barkatullah becomes the prime minister, and Chempakaraman Pillai, the fiery Malayali in exile, is the foreign minister. The act shocks the British. For the first time, an Indian government in exile stands on the frontier. Viceroy Lord Hardinge fumes in a letter to London. Kabul is a dangerous fiction intended to inflame rebellious sentiment in Punjab and beyond. The mullahs in Ghazni, Jalalabad and Khost began openly criticizing Habibullah for not heeding the Khalifa's call. Some declared him unfit to rule if he would not defend Islam. Habibullah had to summon councils of ulema and tribal elders to calm the dissent, promising he was just biding his time to strike the British. Exactly this time, the Kabul mission starts to bleed from 1,000 cut. The Germans lost critical battles in Europe in Verdun and Somme. The chief of German army was sacked. Now German strategies were recalibrated. The focus was brought back on saving the German homeland in Europe. Multiple tranches of arms and ammunition were sent from the Ottomans to Kabul, but most of these were intercepted by the British intelligence even before reaching Kabul. Without arms and gold, the planned uprising stumbled. And the final hammer blow was America's entry to the war in April 1917. This shifted all calculations of the war, right from enormous resource mobilizations by the Americans to new war fronts being opened up. The Kabul mission lost momentum. Mahendra Pratap left Afghanistan in late 1917. He travelled via Turkestan into Russia, where Bolshevik revolution had just erupted. He was hoping to win Lenin's support for India's independence. Barkatullah, on the other hand, also departed around this time, moving to the Ottoman Empire and later to the Middle East. Just a few months after the Kabul mission failed, Amir Habibullah with few of his aides and brother Nasrullah went for a hunting trip around 150 kilometers from Kabul. Here on 20th February 1919, Habibullah was assassinated under mysterious circumstances. Nasrullah proclaimed himself the new Amir. Meanwhile, Habibullah's son Amanullah was the acting governor of Kabul in his father's absence. Amanullah, on receiving his father's assassination news, used his position as governor of Kabul and seized control of the treasury, the arsenal and the capital garrison at Bala Hisar, the famous fort of Kabul. Amanullah issued a proclamation accusing his uncle Nasrullah of Habibullah's assassination. This was a masterstroke. Now it flipped suspicion directly onto Nasrullah. By the time Nasrullah reached Kabul, he was arrested and put in jail, and few days later died in captivity, probably because of slow poisoning. Now the stage was set. Amir Amanullah immediately declared war on Britain. The Third Anglo-Afghan War broke out. It was a short, sharp war, ending with the Treaty of Rawalpindi. This marked a turning point in Afghan-British relations. Although militarily inconclusive, the war forced Britain to recognize Afghanistan's right to conduct its own foreign affairs, effectively granting full independence in external policy. King Amanullah Khan emerged as the nationalist hero, while Britain retained the tribal frontier but lost its hold over Afghan diplomacy and hence stopped the 18 lakh rupee subsidy to the Afghan court. This was the long-coveted war the revolutionaries have been trying so hard till now. But the sad part is the timing of the war was extremely inopportune. On one hand, the German and the Ottomans have just lost the World War I. On the other, the revolutionary leadership was either killed in exile or in Andaman Cellular Jail exactly during this time. With this, we come to the end of today's episode, but the question remains, what would have happened if only the Afghans would have gone to war 2 years earlier? Or if at least one revolutionary leader was active during this time? Alas, we will never know the answer to these questions. But surely, we were very, very close to getting our independence right around 1920. It will take 2 more generations of revolutionary leadership over the next 30 years and another big world war to finally dislodge the British yoke from India. If you like this podcast, do subscribe to the channel and share with your friends and family. We'll meet you very soon in the next episode of this thrilling story.